In this video, I'm going to do a step-by-step on what it takes to get my listing prepped for the market. So far, what we've done is we've had all the personal belongings of the seller that they left behind. We've had them hauled away. So now what we're doing is we're getting a bunch of bids and starting work to get this property looking the best it possibly can when it goes to the market. So let me just give you some rundowns of what we're actually thinking of doing. So getting your house prepped for the market, it is not rocket science. Let me just tell you that. You just have to follow some key principles that have been going on forever. You want to declutter or empty out your house fully. You want to paint the interior if it's needed. You want to make sure your flooring is in the best shape it possibly can. So you want to get your yard looking the best. You want to have your front door painted. You want hardware to look really good. You just want to have a great presentation when you go on the market where buyers are going to look at it. When they look at Zillow and they see your house, they want to see it looking really good. And once they do, they're going to get into the photos that go into the property. It's not really hard to get your property to look really good, but you do need to follow some really key steps to do that. So on this one, here's some of the game plan that we have to do. We have floors in here that are painted gray. They're not the best look. And so we're doing all new floors throughout this whole bottom level. So it's going to be a LVP type flooring. We're going to take it from the living room to the dining room to the hall to the half bath and into the kitchen. So it's going to be all one seamless scenario. Also, the stairs are going to get done all the way up to the second floor. The second floor are in great shape, so we're going to leave those ones alone. Now, with getting the floors done, the other big thing that's going to make this property look totally the best it possibly can is going to be paint. And as you can see through here, we got some type of light violet tone. We're going to go with Kelly Moore Hush Gray, which is like pure white with like a light gray undertone. It's really pretty, it's really modern. And then everything that has white trim to it is gonna get painted Swiss coffee, and that will make everything pop. And one thing about when you do paint is you can't just paint walls and maybe leave the trim alone or not paint the doors white because you think they're in good shape, because once you start cleaning everything out, it makes everything kind of stand out. So you kind of want to paint everything. It will just give it a fresher look. And I'll tell you one thing, paint is the cheapest thing you can possibly do to give you the biggest bang for buck when you get your house on the market. It's that simple. It just transforms the house. So don't overlook getting your house painted inside or out, whatever works for your property. So now we're in the kitchen, and what I think we're gonna do in here is we're gonna paint all the cabinets white. And the reason why is it will give it a more modern look. And another thing it's gonna do too is there's not a lot of natural light in this condo. And so the only windows we have is right here in the living room. But I think if we paint the cabinets white and we have that lighter tone on the walls, it's gonna make everything brighter and it'll give it a much fresher, modern look. So something else that I just noticed when I've been looking at this property and the floors is the paint being so dark makes it feel smaller to me. So the upstairs has hardwood floors and it's a more of a lighter maple tone. And so we're gonna do very similar in here. And I think what it's gonna do with the paint changed out to a more lighter tone, definitely gonna make this room feel a lot bigger. Okay, so this is the owner's patio. And when I took the listing, it was filled with plants, had a table, a bunch of chairs. It was very cramped. So what we did was we removed everything, and now it's going to be a blank slate, and we're going to bring the stager, and the stager is going to be the one that helps define this space so that it looks good online. All right, so another thing we're going to do is we're going to change out the doormat, and we're going to put some plants right here to give a more visual first impression photo of the front door. I think that will help kind of make it pop. So I would highly suggest, if you're gonna sell your home, is to make sure that you do staging, because staging is very important. And what it does is it gives buyers a clear picture of where they could put furniture. You can see where you put artwork up or where that chair can go. It really helps define rooms. It's very important and it's worth every penny. So now that the property is staged and ready to go, next step is getting a photographer in to shoot the property. And what we typically do is we do photos and we also do video, depending on the property. Sometimes we'll use a drone, but we also use a machine called Matterport. And what the Matterport does is it gives the property and does it in 3D. And so that when buyers get online, they get onto Zillow and they're looking on there, they can go through different rooms. So all the money that we put in this property for the prep, meaning paint, floors, the staging, we made all that in the offer that we accepted. We got list price, we then countered, and we got $25,000 more, which basically covers everything we did in the house. So prepping the house is very crucial. You'll get everything out of it if you do it correctly and go backwards and look at things in different angles. It's really great technology, and it's definitely something that helps people get a much better, bigger picture of your property. So if you have any questions, let me know. And if you like this video, please like and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one.